In 1587, a group of over 100 men, women, and children set sail from England, led by John White, to establish a new colony on Roanoke Island in what is now North Carolina. They were filled with hope, driven by the promise of a fresh start in the New World. But when their leader returned to the island 3 years later, they had vanished, without a trace. This is the story of the lost colony of Roanoke, a mystery that has baffled historians for centuries. In the late 16th century, the race to establish colonies in the Americas was in full swing. England, under the rule of Queen Elizabeth I, sought to expand its influence and wealth by establishing outposts in the New World. Roanoke Island, nestled between the Outer Banks and the mainland of North Carolina, was chosen as the site for England's latest venture. The expedition was sponsored by Sir Walter Raleigh, a favorite of the Queen, who was determined to create a permanent English presence in the Americas. John White, an artist and mapmaker, was appointed governor of the colony. His mission, to lead the settlers and build a thriving English settlement. Despite their hopes, life on Roanoke was harsh. The settlers struggled to find enough food and faced mounting tension with local Native American tribes. By the time John White returned to England for supplies in 1587, the colony was already on the brink of failure. White's return to Roanoke was delayed by war. England was engaged in a fierce conflict with Spain, and White could not secure a ship to return to the colony until 1590. When he finally arrived back at Roanoke, what he found, or didn't find, would haunt him forever. When John White stepped ashore, he was met by an eerie silence. The colony was completely deserted. The houses had been dismantled, not destroyed, suggesting that the settlers had left willingly. There were no signs of violence, no evidence of an attack. The only clue was a single word carved into a wooden post, Croton. White took this as a possible sign that the settlers had relocated to Croton Island, about 50 miles to the south, where friendly Native Americans lived. But due to storms and the reluctance of his crew, White was unable to search for them. Over the centuries, countless theories have emerged about the fate of the Roanoke settlers. Some believe they were absorbed into local Native American tribes like the Croton. Others speculate they attempted to sail back to England and were lost at sea. Still, others propose more sinister outcomes. Perhaps they were killed by hostile tribes or Spanish invaders. Recent archaeological discoveries have shed some light on the mystery. In 1998, a team found remnants of European goods at Native American sites, suggesting that the settlers may have integrated with nearby tribes. Other excavations on Hatteras Island, formerly known as Croton Island, have revealed more artifacts, supporting the idea that the colonists did indeed move south. Modern technology has allowed researchers to take a deeper look into the mystery of Roanoke. DNA testing of local Native American descendants has been proposed, in the hopes of identifying potential links to the lost colonists. Satellite imagery and ground-penetrating radar are being used to scan the island for signs of the lost settlement. Still, despite these advancements, the full story remains elusive. No definitive evidence has been found to explain the colony's disappearance. The fate of those 100 souls continues to captivate the world. Roanoke's story has become part of American folklore. The Lost Colony has inspired books, films, and even a long-running outdoor theater production. Each year, thousands visit Roanoke Island to ponder the mystery. But for all the speculation, one question remains: what really happened to the Lost Colony of Roanoke? The Lost Colony of Roanoke is not just a tale of disappearance, it's a reminder of the fragility of human endeavor and the enduring allure of the unknown. As long as there are mysteries in history, there will always be stories like Roanoke, tempting us to search for answers.